For all of you out there who have a gut that folds over, it hangs, right? Like mine hang. Like I could literally I can go like this with my Hey, beautiful people of the world, it's your girl A-Reed, and if you're tuning in today, it's because you want to know how I wrap these rolls and wrap this gut to shrink this belly. And if this is your first time tuning in, welcome. And if you've been around before, welcome back. Thank you so much. I don't want to waste any more time, so let's dive right into this video. If you saw my last video, it was my body reveal part 2. You already know my target areas is my rolls, my guts, my arms, and my hang lows. Those are my areas of concern for my body that I'm constantly working on to improve, right? Really not improve, but just something that I could be happy with, so that when I take off my clothes, I'm like, and when I put on my clothes, I'm like, So as far as my rolls go, they are so prominent, and my gut is so prominent as well, right? So I've noticed throughout my weight loss journey that everything else was melting off, but my midsection, that was the problem. That was the main problem for me. It just wasn't going nowhere. If it was going anywhere, it was literally snail speed. It was snail speed. It was not trying to go nowhere. So I became frustrated. I was discouraged, and I quickly realized that I had to actually target those areas and target them to the point where they were just dripping in sweat. That was the only way that those areas was going to shrink the way that I needed them to shrink. And we still in the process right now. But anyway, so I decided to go to Modell's, and I got me what I call a belly wrap. I guess it's a sweatband, but I got me one of these. It goes real long. It's really long, and the actual height of it goes from my underbreast to my belly button. So that's perfect for my rolls, but I had nothing for my gut. And then that's when I decided to go ahead and get me some Saran wrap. I know I say cling wrap, but I call it Saran wrap. And that is what I use to wrap around my gut area. So this way I got the sweatband targeting my rolls, and then I have the Saran wrap targeting my guts. And when I tell you I sweat profusely, and I feel so good because it makes me feel like I'm doing something with my workouts. I feel like I'm really doing something with my workouts. So much so to the point where, once you take it off, you see beads of sweat dripping everywhere. Sometimes it's dripping on the floor. Sweat running down your thighs. It's just so sweaty and messy, but for me, it's so fulfilling because I know that those areas is getting targeted, and that is my point of concern. So without any further ado, let me go ahead and show you how I wrap my belly. So we're actually going to start with the Saran wrap. Just go ahead and put that on the side. I'm gonna try to be tasteful, okay? I don't want this video to look all raunchy and sexified. You feel me? All right, let me just get with that. But I am gonna try to keep this, tasteful. I'm not gonna try to give it too much. So we're gonna start off with our Saran wrap. Now, Saran wrap can be very challenging, as in it likes to stick to itself in everything that you are not trying to wrap. But I discovered a really simple, easy tip that saved me so much time, as well as Saran wrap. So when you take it out the pack, you want to make sure you have a nice grip on the top part. You want to do a full extension and then close it. And when you close it, it's not gonna break. Okay, so we're gonna use this as a grip or like an anchor, and then you're gonna just place it on your belly. Now, when you place it on your belly, you wanna make sure you have enough saran wrap at the bottom because you want it to cover your gut. Remember, the saran wrap is targeted for the gut, right? As I place my hand on my hip, right, on my side, I'm gonna bring the saran wrap forward. This is gonna give it tension, right? I'm gonna rotate it and just rip it off like so, and then place the rest around the back. Now you wanna make sure you make sure you extend the saran wrap around your entire midsection. And now, you want to make sure that you target that gut. So we about to do that right now together, y'all. So target that gut. And make sure we tuck it under. Make sure we tuck it under. So that's it. That's done for the saran wrap. And now you want to take your belly wrap. When you take your belly wrap, because we are targeting the rolls, I like to make sure that it goes right under my bra. So because I have actual prominent rolls, I like to kind of hunch my back a little bit just to allow the sweatband to sit in between my rolls. And that's it. That's it. So you have your saran wrap. And this is what it would look like. Okay, this is what it would look like. This is what it would look like. And that's it. Okay, so that was my belly wrap. That's what I do every time I go to the gym to make sure that I'm targeting those rolls and targeting that gut. Now, there's a few things that I do want to point out to you that I find is essential. When I first started wrapping my belly, I was wrapping the sweatband too tight, and it was causing me to have headaches. I was getting dizzy, and I wasn't able to properly perform my workout. So you definitely want to make sure that you are not wrapping that sweatband too tight. You don't have to put it too tight. It's gonna work, okay? It's gonna work. I promise you, it's gonna work. You're gonna sweat. You're gonna sweat. Also, as far as the saran wrap go, for all of you out there who have a gut that folds over, it hangs, right? Like mine hang. Like I could literally I can go like this with my roll. You want to make sure that you place that saran wrap under the gut, almost to cup it. This way we'll make sure the entire gut is being targeted and you are going to get a massive amount of sweat. Also, the saran wrap almost acts as a cup for all that sweat that's dripping. So it'll kind of just hold all that sweat. What happens with me is by the end of my workout, I would stretch. And when I stretch, that bag or the saran wrap lifts open, and then all that sweat pours out, and that's how I get it dripping all down my legs. And it looks like I peed myself, but I don't be caring because I'm like, your girl put in that work. Yes. So you definitely want to make sure that you cup your gut with the roll. Don't just, with the saran wrap. Don't just place the saran wrap on the gut. Tuck it under the gut. Okay? So I hope this was helpful to you. I really, really do, because your girl was discouraged. She was discouraged. I felt like I was doing all the things and my belly wasn't going nowhere. The gut wasn't going nowhere. And I was losing my thighs. I was losing my butt. And I'm just like, my shape is changing, and it's not changing in the way that I want it to change. So again, I am here to encourage you. You can do this. Do not be discouraged. Stay in the game. Utilize the wraps. Get you a sweatband. Get you some Saran wrap. And it's going to be a game changer. It's going to be a game changer. So if you like this video, feel free to thumbs it up. Drop a comment down below. And of course, subscribe so that you can see some more videos that I have coming up. Next go around, it's probably going to be, I'm not sure if I want to post a hair video or snack, chat, and smack video. Because like I said, your girl thinks she make everything look good. So, yeah, I'll see you soon. Thank you for watching. Deuce, deuce, y'all.